Hey guys, it is your girl Jade Ashley and I am back with a new video. Now I'm not here for a video of when the beat drops, but I am here for a video on the 2017 Grammy Awards. Now the show just went down this past Sunday, and I figured instead of doing the whole 5 hot beats of the week, we know that one of the hottest beats throughout the entire week is going to be the Grammy Awards, because there's so many opinions that's been going on since the show happened. So I'm here to give my opinion on the 2017 Grammy Awards. So if you're interested in my thoughts, definitely stay tuned for more. Okay guys, so let's dive into this new video. Now I took notes while watching the entire show, so I'm just gonna kind of just read off of based on the order that it is on my phone and stuff like that. One thing that I can definitely say straight out the back before I even get into the different things that happened in an award show, I have to say this is probably the first time in a while that I watched the Grammy Awards from the very beginning to the very end. The Grammy Awards is one of those things, is when you finally see your favorite artist and it's not the end of the show yet, you could just be like, alright, time to turn. But I actually watched this show from the very beginning to the very end this year. So the first thing we have to talk about is Adele. Now she opened up the award show by singing her biggest hit to date, which is Hello. Now we all know that she was on a hiatus. You know, she had dropped 21 in a couple of years ago. I can't remember what year it was, but I'll put it here on the screen. So she dropped 21, then she kind of took a backseat to the industry. She had a baby and all of this other stuff. And then, late last year, she popped back up with a whole new album. Everybody was loving it. They were so here for it. Hello. Now me personally, Hello is not my favorite song from the album, but it is definitely, a really big song. And I absolutely love the video, because for y'all who know me, y'all know who I love. Tristan Wilds, aka Mac Wilds. So I thought her casting director for that music video was so dope. So it might not be my favorite song, but definitely my favorite video from all of the tracks off of the album, definitely. So Adele, she definitely does her thing. We don't ever have to question her vocal ability at all. So following that, we have to talk about Chance the Rapper. Now I have been so excited for Chance the Rapper. He had such an amazing year. Now when the Grammy nominations came out, and I actually talked about them in a video of When the Beat Drops, I expressed how happy I was for him. It's always this whole big thing, oh, he's an independent artist and all of the things he's, pretty much done. And one thing that made this year's awards, special compared to previous years is that this was the first year that projects that were released via streaming services were eligible to be nominated for Grammys. So his project, the coloring book, was nominated. Now mind you, there's no physical copies of that. You can only get it on streaming services. And he had a total of, I think it was 6 awards or something like that. No, it was 7 awards. He had a total of 7 awards, and he took home 3 of them. So the first award that he took home, as far as going on stage, was he got Best New Artist. Now a lot of people was oh my gosh, Chance the Rapper is not a new artist. But I mean, to the Recording Academy, for this to be the first year that albums released streaming services was eligible for Grammy Awards, they consider him a new artist. But it was just great to kind of see him go on stage. And first and foremost, a lot of days nowadays, people oh, I want to thank God and yada 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 yada. No, he was really thinking and praising God, because you can just see all of the hard work that he's done throughout this time finally let pay off for him to be a Grammy Award winning rapper. Grammy Award winning rapper that's not on a major label. So that was absolutely so dope. Another category he won was Best Rap Performance and also Best Rap Album. So shout out to Chance the Rapper. I'm just happy for him. It's just you when and you seen people hustling and grinding, and then to see them make it to make music's biggest night, and to see them be rewarded with the highest award in music, you cannot but help be happy. And if you're not happy, you just a hater. But other than that, we're gonna have to I'm not gonna talk about The Weeknd. The Weeknd performed. He performed. That was it. So other than that, Ed Sheeran, he performed his new song Shape of You. Now I absolutely love Ed Sheeran. I think Ed Sheeran, he's one of those artists that got the he got like the black people pass. You know how like the black community, you know, we give a couple of people a pass and we invite them in to our communities, our cultures, you know, we hold them down. And Ed Sheeran is definitely one of those artists. But other than that, he's just absolutely all around musician, not just, you know, an amazing singer, songwriter, but also he played the guitar when he did Shape of You, obviously. But I just love his performance. He can keep it. He's one of those artists that give you a simple performance, but yet you can absolutely appreciate it, and that's exactly what his performance at the Grammy Awards was. Other than that, we got to talk about Drake and Rihanna getting cheated out of Best Group / Duo. So they were nominated for Work, and they lost to some group that I don't know, and this group had the nerve to take their pants off and accept their award because they said something about years ago, if we ever win a Grammy Award, we're gonna, you know, accept it the way we started. It was some bullshit, honestly. But I was just over the fact, like, how did Drake and Rihanna not win Work? Like, well, win for Work. Like, that song was huge. The song was like, you still can't turn on the radio without like not hearing the song. And Anti's been out for over a year now, so it's kind of like, I don't get it. And then, you know, when the music video dropped, now I remember when the music video dropped too, I was on my way back to school, and that's literally anything, or that's literally anything that everybody was talking about that whole entire day. So I definitely feel like everyone else that Drake and Rihanna got cheated when it came to that, because like one of the biggest, you know, whatever. But other than that, we are going to talk about Miss Beyonce. Now, let's be real. You know, once Beyonce announced that she was pregnant, and I talked about this in my last video, how they, you know, confirmed that she was still going to be performing at the Grammy Awards and stuff like that. We were kind of like, oh my gosh, what is Beyonce going to do? You know, the last time we saw Beyonce perform pregnant on stage was when she announced that she was pregnant with Blue, and that was like the VMAs all the way back in like 2013 or something like that. So, you know, now, was it 2013? No, it wasn't 2013. It was before 2013. But when she was at the VMAs, we saw her perform pregnant for the first time, and that was the last time. But, you know, so we was kind of like, oh, what is Beyonce going to do? She's pregnant with twins and all of this other stuff. Now, there was actually kind of like a leak online where they kind of let us know that she was going to perform Love Drought and Sandcastle. So it was kind of like, okay, is this Beyonce's team playing with everybody? And, you know, they might have leaked it themselves. But whoever leaked the paper to let us know what Beyonce was performing was right. So she did perform Love Drought and Sandcastles off of her Lemonade album. But Beyonce is just an amazing performer. She obviously goes down as one of the best performers of this generation. First and foremost, the way she incorporated like the screen, like she had like the whole visuals on the screen and stuff like that. She looked like a freaking magician to me, because I was confused on which was the real Beyonce and which was Beyonce on the screen. I was confused, but it was already dope. Just the opening within itself was dope. And then just like I can't tell you exactly who she was channeling, but you know, when you see on social media, a lot of people were saying, oh, she was channeling this goddess, or she was channeling somebody, but you know, she looked good doing it. And you know, she had the whole scene where she was walking on the table, homegirl sitting here pregnant with twins, leaning all the way back, like, I don't know, like, what else to say. Like, Beyonce killed it. She sat down in a chair when she did Sandcastles and was giving you pregnant vocals and was just killing it. And she just looked absolutely beautiful. And that's about it. I know that later on within the show, she actually accepted an award for Best Urban Contemporary Album for Lemonade. And when she was talking, you could, like, hear her, like, running out of breath. So I don't know what it's like to be pregnant. I'm not trying to know what it's like to be pregnant. But, you know, I hear like pregnant people, they run out of breath faster and stuff like that. But Beyonce just so cute. She was just so cute. And her performance was obviously the best of the night. And I'm not even a diehard Beehive fan, but it's just, just facts. Like, literally, when she hit that stage, it sounded like we was at the Formation World Tour. Like, it was just so many people screaming within that arena. I think it was like at the Staples Center in LA. But other than that, we have the they did the carpool with James Corden, who was hosting a award show. You know, he's known for doing the carpool karaoke with all of the celebrities, so he kind of, you know, did that at the show. And at one point in time, Blue Ivy, she like ran up in front of the camera with Jennifer Lopez and all of them. Like, she's getting big. Like, she's like her own person. Like, that's like, yeah, Jay-Z and Beyonce's, you know, daughter, but that's like Blue Ivy. Like, she's just getting so big, and I could just imagine, you know, just how her personality is. You know, we don't really get to see her like that, but, you know, I'm sure like when she's just among, you know, friends and family, and it's just like a regular Blue Ivy day, her personality has to be like impeccable out this world. But other than that, Bruno Mars, oh my gosh, Bruno Mars, I absolutely loved his performance as well. So if you don't even have his 24K Magic album, you definitely need to get that album, because that entire album is absolutely so dope. Not just the title track, that entire freaking album is so dope. So he did not perform 2K4 Magic, but 24K, whatever. He did not perform that song. And actually, at first I wanted him to perform. No, I didn't want him. I didn't want him to perform that song, because we pretty much know that song already. That song is all over commercials, all over the radio and stuff like that. And it's a dope song, but I wanted him to showcase something else from his album, which he did. Now, me preferably, I would have liked for him to do Versace on the Floor, because that is my song. I even made it a song of the week in one of my videos for when the beat drops. But he did do his song, That's How I Like It, and that's another favorite of mine. So I just feel like he puts on an amazing show, and literally his performance is one of the songs that I was standing in front of the TV singing and dancing to, because the song is just amazing, and he puts on one hell of a show. And that was only just his first performance of the night. But other than that, Katy Perry, she performed her new song, Chained to the Rhythm, and she was with one of the Marleys. Honestly, I was like multitasking, so I knew she was there, and I know she was like kicking white fences or something like that. So but I'm sure she did an amazing job. I didn't even bother to rewatch it before making this video. So, but other than that, I mentioned Beyonce winning Best Urban Contemporary Album. Maren Morris and Alicia Keys. Now, I never heard of Maren Morris a day in my life until this award show. So I think she's like a new country singer or something like that. You know, like I said, never heard of her. But she can sing her ass off. Now, I do know of a few country singers. And one thing that I can admire about country music is, aside from their great storytelling when it comes to their songs, they got some vocals on them. It might not be soul music, it may not be R&B, and they might be singing their, you know, their country song, but like when you listen to their actual vocal, like their vocal ability, there's a lot of talented country singers out there. So I'm definitely interested in actually, you know, listening to more of Maren Morris, her music, because she definitely held her own, and she sounded amazing singing. And then Alicia Keys, she joined her on stage, and I think their performance was absolutely amazing. And that's one performance that was not even talked about and out of all the performances that happened, but I definitely paid attention to that performance, and it definitely captured my ear first and foremost, for me to actually open up my eyes and look and see and be like, oh, this is, you know, this is a really good performance. Other than that, there was a tribute to the Bee Gees, and it was Demi Lovato, Tori Kelly, and Andrea Day that was a part of it. When I heard their names, I was sold. It was amazing. They all did great. They all can sing their asses off. All three different voices, Demi, Tori, and Andrea Day, and they all killed it. So I thought that their tribute to the Bee Gees was so dope. Then, like I said, Bruno Mars, he performed again. He performed with The Time. Well, The Time performed first, and then Bruno Mars did, but they did their tribute to Prince. Now, by now, we've seen so many tributes to the late and great Prince, and I just feel like, you know, at the end of the day, you just can't really compare and say, okay, no, Madonna had the worst Prince performance. I just want to say that. But other than that, you can't really say who had the best, you know, or worst Prince performance, because I just kind of felt like it just depends on how the artist interpreted his music and how they felt that they can bring their best to a Prince song. And I felt like Bruno Mars killed it. Like, not only with the whole outfit, because anybody could dress like Prince. Hell, Blue Ivy showed up to the awards show dressed like Prince. But just like he's definitely dope as a performer. I don't think he gets his props enough for being an amazing performer with his whole, you know, his background singers, the dances that they do. Like, he just keeps his performances like so live and just keeps it going, and it's just so, like, you know, hyperactive. And I absolutely enjoyed it. Like, this whole guitar work, like, kudos to Bruno Mars. I felt like Bruno Mars definitely held his own as one of the artists that's from this generation. I felt like he did an amazing job. So shout out to Bruno. 2 performances and 1 night at the Grammys. He did the damn thing. Other than that, oh, another dope performance. A Tribe Called Quest featuring Anderson .Paak and Busta Rhymes. Now, A Tribe Called Quest, I think their last album is their final album. What was it? We'll Take It From Here. Thank You, We'll Take It From Here, their last album. Now, of course, we know that was the album that Phife Dawg unfortunately did not live to, you know, see surpass and stuff like that. But, you know, they definitely kept his memory alive. I think it was so, I think I shed a tear a little bit when this happened. But when they, you know, got on the stage and stuff like that and they started their performance, they had a mic stand for him right there. Just, you know, he's not here physically, but spiritually he's here. So they had that microphone stand right there for Phife Dawg. And then, you know, Anderson .Paak, he was sitting there playing the drums and stuff like that, singing and rapping. And then, you know, Busta Rhymes, Brooklyn, he bust through. They had like this, I guess, paper mache brick wall that they had on the stage, and pretty much their performance was one of the performances, along with Katy Perry, that had like a really strong message. But theirs was like more strong because, you know, Busta Rhymes, he was like, shout outs to President Agent Orange or whatever, something like that, you know, aka, you know, Donald Trump. And then they, you know, addressed his whole Muslim ban situation that he tried to have going on and stuff like that. So, you know, shout out to Tribe Called Quest. They're absolutely legends, obviously, and you know, they just had the strongest message, and I couldn't see no other performer from that night doing what they did. So shout out to them. Definitely a very important performance from the night as well. Other than that, we have to talk about Chance the Rapper. He performed a melody of 2 of his songs, and he had Tamla Mann. I didn't know Tamla Mann was blonde. Where was I? I didn't know she was blonde. You already know she light skinned, so her hair, her complexion matches right now. And Kirk Franklin. I don't know what Kirk Franklin was wearing. It looked like he was wearing basketball shorts, and then, you know, like when you have the tuxedo and you have like the 2 long tails in the back. I don't know what he was wearing, but, you know, Chance the Rapper, their performance was dope regardless of the fact. I love the fact that they took us to church, and, you know, with Chance being a rapper, you know, you really wouldn't expect that, but if you know Chance, then, you know. So their performance was absolutely dope as well. And then one of the highlights in the last moments of the award show, we have to talk about Adele. So Adele, she won Song of the Year, and, you know, she was just shocked by that. And I think everybody knows that the biggest award that comes from the Grammys is Album of the Year. And, you know, going into the Grammys and like looking at the nominations, a lot of people knew that Adele and Beyonce were obviously going head to head with a majority of the categories. So when Adele won Album of the Year for 25, some people, you know, felt like Beyonce was snubbed. Adele thought Beyonce was snubbed because Adele came on stage and was like, I cannot accept this, you know, Lemonade was an album that really helped me, because she kind of talked about, you know, becoming a mother and not feeling like herself and stuff like that, and Beyonce's music actually helping her. So I think first and foremost, that was very courageous of Adele to actually go on stage and say, I can't believe I won this. I don't even feel like I'm deserving of this. And she might be the new president of the Beehive, because the way she was standing for Beyonce that night, and she brought Beyonce to tears. And I just think is, you know, so dope that, you know, females in this industry can actually, you know, love one another like that and say, I'm a fan of you. And, you know, she's talked about how she's been a fan of, you know, Beyonce, you know, since she was a girl, like a little girl. And, you know, Beyonce was still, you know, kid herself. You know, she started out in the business young and Destiny's Child. But, you know, that was definitely one of the highlights to end off the award show. and it was so dope. You know, I think each year the award shows, we always kind of look for those moments that will always make us, you know, kind of remember it. And I think for me, the moments that will always stick out to me when it comes to the 59th annual Grammy Awards, it'd always be that Chance the Rapper, independent rapper, he won big, won 3 Grammy Awards. Also Beyonce's, her performance, this is her performance while she was performing for the first time pregnant with twins. And then I also felt like the whole situation with Adele are definitely going to be like the main staple moments. Oh, how am I even going to end this by not even talking about Rihanna? Like, Rihanna didn't win not one damn award. Like, Anti was not a dope ass album. Like, Anti was leaked before it even came out, and that's how highly anticipated this album was. And Rihanna walked away with not one freaking album. Like, not one album. And like I already said, she was already snubbed when it came to like the whole best duo with Drake for Work. And Rihanna, she was just like a G. Like, she was just in that audience drinking, having shots, her and Jess, with the flask and stuff like that. Like, she looked amazing, and they freaking cheated her. But I've known Rihanna, she is not sweating that shit. Like, she's really not sweating it. But I do feel like she was definitely deserving of an award. If just one. All she needed was one. She didn't even have to have a lot. You know, Beyonce, you know, she walked away with 2, and she was nominated for like 7 or 8 awards, and she only walked away with 2. So, I mean, you mean to tell me Rihanna couldn't get 1 award? You mean to tell me Rihanna did not kill? I told you, you can't turn on the radio without even hearing her, and she'd walked away with none. But other than that, if you tuned into the 2017 Grammy Awards, you can definitely comment below and let me know your favorite parts. You can let me know the parts you did not like. But other than that, I will see you guys in my next video. So, bye. Hey guys, thank you for watching, and don't forget to share and subscribe, and I will see you all next time.